Hey, welcome in, everyone.
This is Florida Tonight.
I'm Cato.
And I'm Hinds.
And here's what you all have to look forward to tonight.
We are setting the mood early.
We were finally let out of this box.
Yeah, and we're giving you a spooky sneak peek of our special Friday Halloween edition. Plus,
oh, the spirits aboard this haunted vessel are calling, and they're saying there's room for one more.
but is there enough room for, say, a 380-pound mini Highland cow?
A what?
Mini Highland cow? Not that mini, actually. He can't talk, but I just know he's thinking, I bet you're wondering how I got into this mess.
I'm thinking the same thing. But at least you guys are in this boat with us, and we are glad you are, because this is Florida Tonight. All right, so we're going to be spending a lot of time on the water over the next few minutes, but this guy is really the only boat story that matters tonight.
So fluffy. Everyone, say hello to Jason Moo Moa.
Love it. How down, brown cow?
What?
That's so
was that
cute.
a real moo? Our forensics team isn't quite sure, but if it was, that was adorable.
That is the cutest moo I ever heard. Bet you're wondering, okay, what is happening right now? Well, over in St. Pete Beach, Jason Moo Moa's mama, named Haley, solid name by the way, wanted to take her 380-pound baby on a boat.
And is he grazing on an anchor rope there? I think he was. She did take him out on Captain Ryan Harrington's boat. He's the one who sent us these awesome videos and photos. Thank you, Captain Ryan, even though you made us all wish that we too had our own miniature Highland cow.
One to scratch behind the ears. Jason Moo Moa, his actual government name, spent the day touring Tierra Verde, Shell Island, and soaking up some sun at a sandbar.
Wow. You just, I mean, you gotta love this place. You just never really know when you're gonna run into a celebrity.
Yeah, by land or by sea. Your chances are always better on the water, though, and if Jason Moo Moa's field trip is giving you FOMO, don't worry. Our friend David Martin takes us sailing and is inviting you along for the ride.
Yeah, but leave your cows at home for this one, please.
Hey, Florida Tonight, say hi to my friend Captain Colin Innes, who is the owner of the St. Johns River Eco River Tours out of DeBary, Florida, West Volusia County. How you doing, Captain?
Absolutely wonderful today.
It has been a stunning trip so far. The water's smooth, the weather is gorgeous, and this is something you recommend anybody in the state comes out and try. In fact, if you've got friends or family coming down for the holiday season, this is a great way to expose them to real Florida.
Absolutely. If you want to see real Florida, my boat is definitely one of the boats you want to be on because we're basically in a living time capsule. We're going back in time and seeing what ancient mariners and the ancient Indians actually used to see around this area because most of this land is actually untouched.
Well said. What kind of wildlife am I seeing on the river?
When it comes to wildlife, you can see manatees, you can see alligators, and you can see a plethora of different birds. Enough that I cannot really list them in a very short time period.
It is the St. Johns River. You spent 2 hours on it. What is the actual loop or route we're taking?
We do an 8-mile loop. Most of our tour actually takes place around an island named Goat Island, which unfortunately is goatless. But we do our best to come out here and basically give folks an idea of what they're going to be seeing birds-wise, mammals-wise. It just really depends on what Mother Nature happens to throw my way that day.
Your boat can handle how many?
Up to 28 people.
And the name of the boat is?
Going to be the Naiad,
Which is Greek mythology for?
a river nymph.
River nymph. The boat's got a bathroom on board, so it's very comfortable. You can bring your own beverages and food. It's also pet friendly. We should mention that they have 2 cruises a day, 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock. 10 o'clock requires advanced ticket purchase. 1 o'clock you can have walk-ups.
Absolutely, we do accept walk-ups for the afternoon tour as long as we have room.
What's the website for all the info?
The website to make your reservations is going to be stjohnsriverecotours.com.
And I'll see you next time on
Florida Tonight!
Goes.
Thank you, David. Pet friendly. I wonder if Jason Moo Moa could go after all.
Oh.
See some fellow sea cows. We want to also thank our viewer, Belinda Rice, who sent us this cool snapshot this morning. So eerie. Belinda says it reminded her of the Scream mask. We totally see it, yeah.
I know, right? Pretty creepy. But hang on, before we call the Ghostbusters, we called a meteorologist, and apparently there was a rocket launch early this morning, and that is rocket exhaust residue catching the sun's rays as the sun rose over the horizon. Pretty cool,
perfect.
though. I still am not quite sure that that wasn't a scream mask in the sky. I don't know. Well, you guys know we don't do sad news on this show, but this next story, we cannot not talk about it.
A tragedy has befallen our friends over at Bears Grove in Tampa, losing one of their own. And Chrissy had just moved here from Wisconsin alongside his sister.
Very sad. Alas, though, the Grim Reaper comes for us all, and it came for Jack. Jack's a big pumpkin, by the way, and good gourd, he just couldn't hack the Florida heat.
Jack was one half of twin giant pumpkins. His sister Jill is surviving and thriving, unlike Jack, whose obituary reads he lived a short but gorgeous life.
Yes, but his legacy will live on because visitors who come out to the farm at Bears Grove can collect a single seed that came from Jack to remember him by and maybe grow your own giant pumpkin.
Oh, yeah. Rot in peace, Jack, and God bless.
I bet he made some nice compost.
I
Don't you
know.
think?
Maybe
Yeah.
some animals enjoyed what was left
I
of it.
hope so. I certainly hope so. All right, now that we've got you all in a spooky mood, we're going back out on the water.
No cows or David Martin on this boat, but there may be a spirit or two tagging along.
Don't worry, they've saved you a seat.
Odyssey Cruise Lines will be offering a haunted tour, 1-hour tour down the Anclote River. It tells about all the paranormal haunted activities that occurred in the history of the Anclote River for thousands of years. Some get scared, some have fun, some get silly, but that's the whole idea we want. We want silly, fun, and scary. This river, the Anclote, is full of many, many, many stories of centuries long. From the Tamaulipan Indians that lived here, to the Spanish conquistadors, through the Civil War, all the way up to present-day resident ghosts we have today. We'd like to share these stories with the people that live here or don't live here so they get a good experience, a good Halloween scare. There's one area called Deserter Hill on the way down. We call it a mountain here in Florida, but it's a hill. One of the soldiers escaped, went up to the top of the hill to desert the Confederate Army, but they were caught and they were hung over an oak tree, and they remained there for the duration of the war to deter anybody else from deserting the Confederate Army. So they still say to this day that one of the soldiers was a local, and he haunts all females who travel through Anclote on a tour boat. Another area is the Anclote River Park. A lot of people that live there know about the Indian mounds. The Indian mounds are there for thousands of years. They lived there very happily until the Spanish came in, wiped them all out, and now they say the Indians haunt that area because it was a sacred area to them that the Spanish came in and destroyed, where the Spanish well is. And then we have the lighthouse. The lighthouse was built in 1887, and no one's lived on the lighthouse except for the lighthouse keepers and the park rangers that live there today. But one of the lighthouse keepers, during a very bad storm, the light went out. He tried to save all the sailors from running to the island, and he fell to his death. So they say to this day, that lighthouse keeper still tries to keep that lighthouse lit to keep the sailors alive.
At River Wild Kayaking, we offer a naturally creepy haunted kayak tour. We go the east side of the river down through the mangrove tunnels, and you get kind of deep into the mangroves, and you're kayaking through. It's fully narrated of all the true haunted history of what all we have around here. We don't have anybody hiding in the mangroves to jump out at you, but nature does it for us. That's why it's called naturally creepy. When you're out there, you do get that kind of creepy feel just in the mangroves whenever you're back there.
Well, the importance of it is if people want to know the history, not just the history of the sponge divers coming in, but also the history of, if you're into paranormal haunted activity.
Anclote's known as the city that never was, and also one of the most haunted places in all of Florida.
Man,
Oh, boy.
That is kind of creepy with the kayak and the candle out there. I like that.
I was going to say, you're spooky with the spirits, but also I'd feel a little like the heartbeat would be going for wondering what's below you in the water.
Yeah.
What's swimming.
You try to tell yourself that the gators and snakes sleep at night, but they probably don't.
Nope. Just sitting there going, why are you out here right now?
Yes.
Just be in bed.
And how quickly could I tip over this tiny kayak?
Oh, gosh. They won't. They
The
won't.
horrors persist. Still ahead.
We have a ghost story of our own.
And we wrote it with you guys in mind. We've got a preview of our special Halloween episode straight ahead. Also, something fun that you can do with the lights off, Haley.
We will tell you all about a new festival coming soon to SeaWorld's Aquatica. And sending our love to our viewers in Port Canaveral. Ooh, sun's going down. More Florida Tonight after this.
I nailed it. EP Victoria said not to talk during the open. I kept my mouth shut.
Good job.
There's a first time for everything. All right, something new and whimsical is coming to SeaWorld Orlando's Aquatica theme park, and we're going to have to leave you in the dark for this one.
We could really use an expert to shed some light on all of this, what it's all about. I think I know one. Let's bring in our friend Theron White with everything you need to know about this new event happening soon at Aquatica. Hey, Theron.
Hello, I'm excited to chat with you.
So it's called Illuminate. Care to illuminate us on what it's all about?
Yeah, Illuminate is coming to Aquatica Orlando. It's going to be their first time doing a lantern festival. There's going to be a total of 5 realms throughout the park for you to be able to walk around and explore. There's also going to be a tropical Santa, and there's going to be a miniature train going around through a miniature safari, all made with lantern lights. Now, while this is at the water park, you don't need a bathing suit. This is going to be from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. in some of the Florida winter months. So it won't be necessarily cold, but it's not really water park time. This is going to be a walk-around experience for people to go and enjoy some of these lights and some of the realms and different themes that they have for the area.
And I heard there are maybe different environments, like it's a full-on sensory experience, right?
Absolutely. Not just these lanterns. There are the 5 realms. That is the Aqualuma, the Candy Cascade Falls, the Enchanted Lagoon, Mist Wood Waters, and the Rivers of Discovery, which is going to have animal tributes related to SeaWorld Orlando, Discovery Cove, and Busch Gardens Tampa Bay.
And of course, you got to think about food when you're walking around a little bit. You might get a little hungry, a little thirsty. Anything that stood out to you?
So there is going to be some themed food items that you're going to be able to get there. One of them is going to be one of their pork options, and there's going to be some other things related directly to that. So this is just for that event. If you're a foodie person, that's one you're going to want to check out. This event is going to start on November 6th. It's going to go all the way to January 31st on select nights, and they've started selling tickets at $30.
Beautiful. I just love how we do holidays in Florida. We may not have snow, but we still do it up and have a lot of fun too.
Yeah, and that is not the only event that's going to be happening in Central Florida. The other one is going to be the return of Dazzling Nights at the Harry P. Lou Gardens. That is an event that has happened for years, and they're bringing it back with some new stuff, some new food options there as well, and some drink options. I have not yet been to that event, but I have been told that it is amazing. I'm going for my first time this year. It starts November 28th, and they have over a mile of lights and experiences to walk through there as well.
Oh, that looks fabulous. Fabulous. We have so much to look forward to next month. I know we're still in spooky season, but it sure feels nice to look ahead for what's in store for us during the holiday season. So be sure to check out more theme park insider scoops at EYNTK.info. Thanks so much, Theron.
Always happy to join.
And what a sweet EYTKN hoodie he had. He's got his own merch. Where's our Florida Tonight merch? Why don't we have cool hoodies?
We've got squishy chomps.
No, we don't. We gave those. We had like 10 of those. And people keep begging us for one. Listen, we have no budget for stuff, okay?
We need shirts, though.
That's why we need to sell shirts.
Yeah.
Marked up price, of course. Then we would have a budget to buy more chomps.
You might be onto something.
I am onto something.
We're going to reach out to our merchandise coordinator.
Yeah, I think after people see what you're wearing in our Halloween special tomorrow, we could market those pants. Everyone's going to want those pants.
Gosh.
More on that in just a moment. All right, while we're talking theme parks, Busch Gardens, welcome 2 new residents. We have Casimira, a.k.a. Kazzy, a spotted hyena who they say loves playing in the water.
And then there is Rukaya, a male Malayan tiger. Sure looks regal. Wow, look at that pose. So serious. His hobbies also include swimming and playing with his enrichment barrels. Welcome to Tampa, you two.
Very pretty. All right, keeping in Tampa, our friend and photojournalist Barry Wong has a doggone great story for us now.
Yeah, this one will melt your heart and hopefully inspire you or someone you know to give an adoptable pup a loving home.
In order to get their attention, I have to be kind of silly and goofy. But my secret weapon is the harmonica. My son was playing it one day and my dogs tilted their head, so I thought, I'm gonna have to borrow that. Second Shot is our adoption photo program where we replace their scared shelter intake photo. Usually depicts them nervous and maybe out of focus, and we replace it with a professional photo, a second photo, to give them a second shot at adoption. This year, we are setting a goal of over 100 pit bulls, and we're on track to photograph 150 pit bulls for Pit Bull Awareness Month. They need all the help they can get.
Unfortunately, we need it because there are still a ton of stereotypes that all of them are vicious. They are vicious dogs immediately, that they are bad, untrainable. There are really harmful stereotypes that lead them to being in shelters longer. Sit. These pictures show their actual personalities.
Oh my gosh.
Their goofiness, the silliness.
Oh my goodness. That was amazing.
What they look like when they're happy, comfortable.
He's awesome. We did it. That was... Yay, Connor. Good.
Very loving, very cuddly. They definitely want to be on top of you, like big lap dogs.
Sit. Stay.
Good. So when we photograph a pit bull here at the Humane Society, they usually are just wanting our love and attention. Do you want a treat? And a lot of them love the treats and the cheese that we're giving them also. But they really just want someone to love on them. And the fact that they're here, the fact that they don't have someone to call their own, they don't have a bed of their own, they just want a bed to snuggle in. And hopefully a second shot will give them that opportunity. Down. Good girl, good. We're gonna get you adopted. When someone says that they saw one of our second shots and they saw that that dog caught their attention and they came to the Humane Society, that means the world to me, because that's really why I'm doing this. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yes, all right, we got it. Yay!
Oh, I mean, how can you say no to those faces, those eyes?
It really makes a difference, doesn't it? Just giving them a nice professional picture, it brings out their inner sweetness.
Yeah, sometimes it makes me feel bad looking at pages where they take pictures of the animals and you can see they're scared.
Right.
But to get a picture of them just being themselves makes all the difference. So.
It's all about the harmonica, right?
Yes.
I wonder if that works with toddlers.
No, nothing does. Nothing. I've tried everything.
There's no hope for that.
No. Well, we have a show. How about some dinner? A new sushi restaurant with international acclaim just opened up, and its first U.S. hub is calling Florida home. Guys, you're going to want to check this out.
And as we keep the show rolling, let's go to Jacksonville Beach. Man, it's getting dark early out now, Haley. Look at this. Beautiful evening there on Jacksonville Beach. Thank you guys for watching. Wherever you are, stick around. More Florida Tonight after this very short break.
We're checking out a new restaurant that has a huge global footprint with locations in Latin America and Spain.
Yeah, and it just opened its first restaurant in the U.S. Lynn Martin takes us to Nacion Sushi in South Florida.
If you want to dine like you're in Asia without actually flying to Asia, then you need to check this place out. This is Nacion Sushi, a Latin American-based sushi hub that just opened its first U.S. location right here in the 305.
The city is so hot in this moment. It's, you know, in everyone's mouth. And so we thought, yeah, this is the place that we want to be.
And it's where you want to be, too. Each room in the restaurant is like stepping into a different country in Southeast Asia.
Every space has his own life and actually his own decoration. We have the central, which is like the main dining room, and we have the Thai lounge, which is a little bit private. We have a Vietnam dining room.
I mean, even the bathroom is a trip to Japan.
The reason why we have so many like ambience is because we want the people, you know, to choose in which one feels more comfortable.
And being comfortable is a must when it's time to devour this good food, like these larger-than-life sushi rolls. Man.
The XL rolls are definitely my favorite. I love that they're protein-rich, rice light, and in so many different varieties.
But Nacion Sushi has more than just sushi.
We also have pad thais. They are spicy. They have shrimp or they have chicken.
Wash it all down with a sangria, or...
We also have another cocktail which is called the Golden Guy, which has passion fruit, sake, and wine.
Then comes dessert. We recommend the dulce de leche.
There are mini wontons filled with dulce de leche and is served with ice cream and blueberry sauce.
All right, Haley, I can't tell you how excited I am for tomorrow's show.
Oh boy, and you all should be too. We are doing Halloween Florida Tonight style.
Yep, there will be shenanigans. So many weird shenanigans.
Wow. This is a fascinating planet. I just want to take your pants back. May I?
You may have my pants.
Oh, thank you.
She just gave her pants to an alien.
Yeah, I sure did. How many people can say that?
You immediately acquiesced to the alien's wishes. Like, here, take my pants back to your people.
Listen, I was playing the long game. I was defending the people of Earth best I could.
You were trying to save the planet with your pants, one pant leg at a time.
I was trying to make friends with the aliens.
Guys, you got to see this tomorrow night. That's not even the weirdest part.
You are just going to tune in tomorrow at 7 to see what all this weird is about.
It is our Florida Tonight special Halloween edition from Gatorland.
Hope you can tune in.
And we really hope sports ball doesn't mess up our time slot.
It won't. We won't allow it.
Have a good night.